Good day, students. In this session, we're going to talk or to discuss about designing smart learning objectives using Bloom Taxonomy. So Bloom Taxonomy include a framework for classifying a statement of what we expect or intend students to learn as a result of instruction. This taxonomy were devised by Bloom and his team of learning psychologist in 1948, and there is the picture of Benjamin Bloom. And they studied classroom activities and the goal for teachers they had with the activities, and they came up with a framework that resulted into 3 domains: the cognitive domain that deals with the knowledge based on 6 domains, and the affective domain that is more based on attitudinal based, and it consists 5 levels, and the psychomotor domain that is more on the skills. And in this lesson, or in this course, we will deal with more on cognitive domain that is more kind of established into the knowledge base, because that is what we would want students to access or to get and also to enhance their critical thinking. So the Bloom taxonomy, the original Bloom taxonomy of 1956 were more based on what we call the noun version, where knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, and synthesis and evaluation were more of the key. However, in 1995, Roland Andelson and his team of psychologists, they revised this original taxonomy so that it incorporate the 21st century pedagogies, and they kind of started with changing the terminology from noun to verb, and then the structure so that it's more holistic, so that it's more learner-centered or more constructive in nature. And then the emphasis was on the 21st century skills. And then in 2001, they have released or published the final version of Bloom taxonomy. And as you can see, it now has changed to verbs, which is more of action words, like remember. Students should be able to remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create, etc. And then to remember, they have to recall facts. To understand, they have to explain ideas and concepts. To apply, they have to use information in new situation. To analyze, they draw connection among ideas. To evaluate, they have to justify a stand or a decision. And to create, they have to produce new things or original. So you would see that the lowest 3 from application, comprehension, and from applying, understanding, and remembering, it's low order thinking skills. And then from up, as you go up to analysis, synthesis, and evaluation, you are requiring students have to create, they have to evaluate, they have to analyze, and that requires high order thinking skills. Okay, so that is the difference. Some were nouns according to Bloom, but then Andelson, according to Andelson and his team, they are more focusing on doing word, which is the verb. So the aim of Bloom taxonomy is to improve learning and levels of thinking. Retrieve learning relevant knowledge from a long-term memory, that is to remember, determine what the meaning of instructional message include, oral, written, graphic, and communication, that is to understand. Carrying out task, use procedural and relative knowledge, and that is application. Break down materials into parts, organizing different or differentiating parts, that is analysis. And also making judgment based on criterion and also standard, that is evaluation. And when they have to put elements together to form a new ideas or coherent whole idea or make an original product, and that is creation. As you can see, I've put an example there about creating or making or that has to do with an apple or the apple processes. You know, for knowledge or to know or to remember, the student needs to know what an apple is, you know, and also to comprehend, they have to know, do you know or do you understand how an apple grow? And then 3, can you use apples? They can be able to do or to create or to apply it in other contexts. And then 4, they have now to analyze, they have to compare now between the green apples and the yellow apples. And then to synthesize, they need to create something. Can you invent a new kind of apple sauce? And then for judging, they have to now think of like which type of apples are the best. Are the red ones, are the yellow one, the green one, and they have to judge. Okay, so the level of thinking, they now work according to what Kansas students have to remember, they have to explain, they have to use, they have to make comparison, they have to assess, and then they have to innovate, they have to invent. Okay, so how to use Bloom Taxonomy to improve your learning or your students' learning. You design questions that encourage both high order or thinking skills and low order thinking skills, and also that prevent rote memorization of facts. You use scaffolding techniques that provide support structure to get then to the next level of thinking, from simple to complex, general to specific. Use reflections in text questions in order to engage students into reflective learning and encourage them to think aloud. And use the 3 C's, even sometimes to 4 C's of 21st century skills, and that is computing, critical thinking, and capacity for change, to encourage innovation and research and involve students in collaborative learning to develop their zone of proximal development through practical work, peer learning, and apprenticeship. Thank you.